I'm not your guru, I'm your co-pilot, while you fly the psychological starship to its next upgrade. Situation: you're mentally stuck, emotionally jammed, or caught in a loop that you can't see clearly. Just say it starts like this. You're thinking, why do I keep putting this off? I said I'd start. I said I'd stop. I said I'd fucking change. Boom, pattern found. That's our raw material. Time to flip on the transformational engine. Chunk the fuck down. Ask, what's the most specific part of this moment that's bothering me? Could it be the tension behind your eyes? That tight oh shit clench in your gut? The loop thought I'm not ready. That's your tiny ass pattern nugget. You just zoomed in and grabbed the lever. You already do this when you focus on one problem at a time. We're just doing it on purpose now. Then chunk the fuck up, zoom out and ask, what's this all really about? You might uncover, I'm afraid I'll be judged. I don't want to look like an idiot. I'll fuck this up. It confirms I'm not good enough. Welcome to the core belief party. You're not stuck. You're operating from a glitchy old OS. And here's the beautiful twist. You're not broken. That story just needs a rewrite. So make that shit a metaphor. Now say to yourself, if this fear was a creature, an object, a machine, what would it be? Maybe it's a rusty typewriter trying to type your thoughts. A crusty old librarian shushing your creativity. A traffic cop yelling, wrong way on the highway, you fucking idiot. Why does this matter? Because metaphors let your brain play with serious shit. And play is the key to unconscious change. Play is where healing sneaks in wearing a clown's nose. So distort, bend, fuck with the representation. Whatever metaphor you created, shrink it, recolour it, make it squeaky, glittery, drunk, dancing. The crusty librarian, she's now 3 inches tall and trapped in a snow globe, shaking her fist in slow motion while disco music plays. The voice that said you'll fail now sounds like a slurring cowboy goat with a lisp. That's submodality magic. Pitch, tone, distance, brightness, speed. Fuck with them. Change the emotional weight. This is how your mind relearns reality without logic. It feels different, so it becomes different. Reframe the whole fucking story. Now, with the new version in place, ask, what else could this mean? Maybe this fear is the price of purpose. This tension is my body prepping for battle. This is just a signal. I'm one bold move away from a breakthrough. You've just rewritten the internal script. Boom. Reframe complete. Reframing is like turning an emotional grenade into a confetti cannon. Chunk back down. Small action is identity installation. Ask, what's the smallest next step that I can take from this new state? Maybe one sentence typed, one call made, one deep breath while whispering, let's fucking go. That's the action anchor. That's how belief becomes behaviour. And then behaviour reinforces belief. Because you're now installing your new identity through tiny, deliberate moves. Use that little win to pace and lead yourself and others. Now you've done that, take one piece of it. Maybe the snow globe metaphor. Use it to help someone else. You say, ever feel like your inner critic is just some weird old voice trapped in a snow globe yelling outdated shit? That's pacing. Then say, I started imagining mine dancing to disco. Made it feel kind of ridiculous and suddenly I felt free. That's leading. You just installed a pattern interrupt in someone else's head, like a sneaky little brain ninja of growth. So how can you make all this unconscious and effortless as fuck? Here's what to practice until it becomes your default operating system. The micro pattern loop. Whenever you're triggered, pause and run this. What's the micro chunk? Zoom in. What's the bigger pattern? Zoom out. What metaphor fits? How can I distort it? What else could this mean? What's one thing I can do right now? How do I lock this into my identity? Repeat this in different life contexts, business, relationships, health, art, random Tuesday night mental spirals. The more reps you do, the faster this becomes instinct. because your unconscious loves patterns. It'll memorize this shit if you show it works. Science says you're not crazy, you're upgrading. The mechanism, chunking, why it works. It eases overload, increases clarity and decision making. Metaphors bypass logic. They directly engage emotion and creativity. The submodality shifts alter the neural encoding of emotion. The reframing triggers reconsolidation of old memory loops. The microaction anchors new identity via behaviour. The belief feedback. Anchoring in ritual creates unconscious installation through repetition. So the final hypnotic reframe, you're already doing this. When you rewatch a memory and suddenly feel different about it, you're reframing. When you say, that's just fear talking, you're chunking up. When you laugh at your inner critic, you're rewriting representation. When you take one small brave action, you're installing a new fucking operating system. This isn't some magical skill you've to earn. You already are an artist of consciousness. We're just turning up the volume of what you've been doing quietly your whole life. So say it with me. I chunk reality like a fucking Jedi. I dance with patterns. I don't drown in them. Every stuck feeling is just a story waiting to be rewritten. I don't cope, I create. This is your new normal now. Bold, playful, pattern aware. Welcome to your upgraded reality.